What's going on, bros and broettes? It's your hobby hound here, Woof Woof. Hope everybody's well today on this fine Saturday afternoon. A little bit of cutting it close. As many know, my son injured himself. I got sick. So the project for my mom's annex was put on hold. So we had a family reunion over the weekend, and I kind of caught some flack for not being finished yet. So what, 10 minutes absent. But not even that, 7 minutes, but you know. Hope everybody's well though. Got a beautiful box. This is my last 90 Find the Reggie box. I have a few more of the Nolans, I think, and maybe one more of the Hank. I was hoping to have a card that I got from ComC in by now, but did not arrive yet. It has some relevance to this, that's why I was bringing that up. What's going on, Rick? My friend, my brother. Hope you're well. Hope Scotland's treating you well. What's going on, Alan? Clinton. William. Hunter. Pete, what's up, man? Hope you're well. Everybody make sure to check out Philly Whiz Kids. He does budget breaks. He's got a break today. Head over to his channel and check that out. Just make sure you're, hooking up the community. There's a lot of people out there working very hard to get the sports cards from your screen into your hands. So it is a small enough group that we all realize there's a grind and we all should support one another 100%. Things are good, Rick. Just had some craziness with my son that kind of put a wrench into all my plans. I still plan on getting back on Xbox. It's crazy because I watch videos will come up on YouTube and it's like different games and things that I'm like, man, I missed that. One being, of course, Red Dead 2. Boy, we put some serious hours into that, Rick and I, for sure. I think when I left the game, I had like 15 or 2,000 in gold still just sitting there. Didn't do anything with it. I purchased everything I needed in the game. So maybe they've added things, but I'm pretty sure they haven't done any updates. Unlike GTA, they kind of petered off after a while. Ooh, Assassin's Creed. I love the series Assassin's Creed and just playing those games too. Yeah. Another thing that came up, and maybe not everybody shares in the love of this, but Minecraft has always been a fun game. My son, it was the first game that I kind of showed him on the Xbox, and we spent many hours, him and I, playing that. So it was lots of fun. But yeah, everybody kind of knows my Heroes Hunt, I think, by now. I am trying to, I guess, relive my childhood in a way, because I'm going for the autographs out of the 90s and possibly 2000 for the Heroes cards, and then the Elite series in the 90s from Donruss, and then Score has some autographs of like Mantle and Yastrzemski and I think maybe other people that are also part of it. So it's just my I don't want to say it's like a bad thing, like I'm suffering through it, because I enjoy doing it. It's just I know the odds are gonna be astronomical to get it, considering I'm doing a box at a time. If I were to maybe buy 2 cases of something, I think I'd be more guaranteed. But I may do that with maybe one of the products and just say, all right, I have a good chance of doing it. I just got to find it to be affordable. And I don't know if anybody else has shopped the junk wax era, or the 90s through, actually the 80s through the 2000s, like kind of the end of the late 90s, it's all just gone up at least 35 to 40%. And that's including what it did within the pandemic. So it went up then, but it has not gone back down. So the game of Shadows does not feel like the Assassin's Creed game. Oh, okay. I don't think I played that one. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure which ones I did play. A lot of them were earlier games, so I don't think I've played one recently. Yeah, Rick, he transitioned to PC. We built a PC for him about 6-8 years ago, and he's never looked back. He meets in Discord with a lot of his friends, and then they just play PC games. He does all of his stuff through Steam. I mean, when I'm talking about coming back and getting on the Xbox, he's like, "Why? Why don't you just use your laptop and start building up your library again?" And I'm like, I don't know. I purchased all those games through Xbox. I feel like I need to continue. But yeah, I don't know. I may do both. Because, I enjoy mods, and the community on PC is just so much larger. So much more you can do. There's so many more games, too. Rick, there's a Star Wars game that was like on phones all the way back when we were playing Battlefront 2. So it came out maybe like a year after Battlefront 2 or 2 years on the phone. And I remember I played it for a while, but now they have ported it over to PCs. And like it's every character from expanded universe lore, and then the current Star Wars universe. So it's a deep game, got a lot of stuff in there, crazy weaponry, force powers that they haven't even introduced yet. So it's definitely cool. So Shadows is a Japan-themed samurai. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Xbox is going downhill. I didn't upgrade to the toaster. I don't know if you did. I still have the Xbox S, 1S. Oh, I can't remember what the heck it's even called now. But it's one, I think it's one that does not have an actual ROM drive. So that makes it interesting. Anyway, I'm going to get on the cards. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I'll be live tomorrow for the card sale. Haven't done that in a while. I spoke with Nick's widow. She has sent 5 boxes, and they are sitting here on the floor, so I'll probably go through those throughout the week. It is a ton of different rookies. I think Nick was on a path, or he was trying to collect like a rookie of every player that's ever played. And then if you got not multiple of the same one, but if you got, say, like multiple brands, he would collect that too. It is interesting. From what I've seen so far, it's just, it doesn't go back as far as like the early 80s. I think it's like around 84 and on, but it's a lot of stuff. Alan's PS5, gotcha. Yeah, I've always been Xbox Alan since I'm a huge Halo fan. So when I originally got it too, the OG system, it was easier to mod too, and you could find a lot of things to do with it that you wouldn't break the game. And this is before like their updates actually like bricked systems. So I don't know. I'm just partial to it. The iconic 1990s look here. We got interesting things on both the front and back of the cards. And then the square-ish shape where they went from the circle to that and then to the card size larger ones. And there's the second year Griffey. That's a Glen Allen Hill rookie, possibly. Maybe a second year. Dave Winfield with the Angels. Yeah, my hands are shaking because I think it's running so fast. My adrenaline has gotten crazy high. I literally like walked in the door, changed the time of the stream, and then jumped in the shower, sat down afterwards and started talking to you guys. So I haven't even had time to catch my breath. Ooh, Doug Jones looking like haggard right there for sure. He's got the I don't give a shit look of the 90s. Jack Armstrong doing some calisthenics with the team there, it looks like. Willie McGee. Got the Rangers on this one. The first one was the Yankees. Strawman. Gary Sheffield, second year too. Rafael Valdez signing with a ballpoint, it looks like, right? So it must be signing a ball. I'm guessing that's not a card. Yeah. Even though I can remember being at autograph signings or games or whatever, and then so a pen would get passed along if like you didn't have a pen. Some people didn't, and I can remember getting cards back where they used ballpoint on the card, so it just dug into it. Not my favorite thing to use. Nightbot has about 5 messages, Bill. Thanks for paying attention. I give Bill crap all the time. He does the same to me. So please don't think that I'm just picking on him. He can take it. Being a married man, he knows how to take it, right? Those wives, they can dish it. There's the Pirates. But yeah, there's 5 different messages, Bill. You'll see them when they pop up. That's why one time you asked me, what is your eBay ID? I said, Nightbot shares that all the time. And you gave me the thumbs up. Here's our first Heroes. I can remember actually opening this box in 90. And, you know, they said, you get the autograph on there. It's going to be really hard to do. And the first card I pulled, probably like 3 or 4 packs into it, I saw this. And I was ecstatic. And then I realized it's a facsimile. And then I was disappointed. Maybe it did hurt his feelings. We just dropped down to 2 viewers. There's a Larry Walker rookie. Mine. What is mine? Read between the line. Got Brady Anderson when he was starting to beef up a bit. Eric Plunk, really great pitcher's name. I was cracking up the is it the Dodgers or might be the Brewers? Their pitching coach his name is Hook. So I just think about a pitcher getting hooked from the game. I think it's a perfect name for a pitching coach too. There we go. Marquise Grissom. Not that that's like an expensive card, but it's a cool rookie. Setting me up for disappointment. Yep. It's a good thing. Plus, mother-in-laws can do all that too. My mother-in-law was wonderful. I still talk to her. I still call her mom. Against Blankenship, looking super young. I was funny going through cards and seeing Bobby Thompson cards within the stacks of cards, and then seeing what he looks like now. I realize, yes, we're all getting older. but it just is my first time experiencing that more like cards from my childhood or when I was a teenager or whatever, being rookies that are now managers and or older. It's just interesting, to say the least. Well, if you guys are in the same, I think that's an important thing though too. If you guys are a team that is together against, it can drown out the noise, because that's usually what messes people up. Is there's so much noise and expectations of the mother-in-law that it gets into the head of the wife, therefore changing things up. There's the Tigers. Shout out to Lisa Z. Love you. Fred Lynn with some kind of glasses there. I don't know. Kind of in between. He's not quite the Oakley's guy, but he's not quite the Aviator. So interesting look. Do I have the auto? I do not. Not yet. It'll come eventually. There's Gary Gaetti. Interesting profile. Rafael Palmeiro. I wonder if he said, get this side, it's my best side. And they said, you got it. Or, yes, sir. There's the Dodgers. There's much more of a variety there as far as what teams and stuff we're getting. There's a multi-bat. I don't think I have that one in my multi-bat grouping. There's the same one. Two of the same one. I noticed too that like the centering on these is kind of funky. It's not quite centered. It's like off a little bit on all the ones I've seen, which is odd. They do print their inserts most of the time at a different time. They do that because some of them need to be signed, etc. And, you know, rookies and or people on teams changes. So that's how most companies always did it. And that's why like the inserts were always on a separate printing plate sheet. What was that, Bill? Your mother-in-law is awesome, but my mom and wife were okay, but not besties. Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. 2 autos, Alan. I just remember how excited I was because as a kid too, at the time I don't even know if I had one auto. Oh, hi, I had one auto. It was at Pete Rose. I got in person when he came to a mall in Denver, but that was it. It wasn't that common to have them, so going after one, it was like pretty excited in the 90s. There's Von Hayes looking a little haggard. All right, last pack on the left side, I think. Not many rookies out of here, that's for sure. Kent Herbeck. Dawn August. Beating Cavilla. Jack McDowell. Eric Shao. And we got the Expos with the little star burst thing in the background. Not sure why they did that on certain cards, but only certain ones. Maybe to make them stand out. I don't know. Tony Phillips. Howard Farmer. I don't remember him at all. Saberhagen, I do remember him. So did you guys open a lot of this back in the day, or any at all? I feel like I opened Series 1, or at the time, I don't even think they called it like low series, because the high series came out with the first autographs. So I think I opened a lot more of that. Castillo Home TV. Yeah, those are facsimile autos. But I'm trying for the hunt is for the actual Heroes autograph of Reggie, which is, I think it's a horizontal facing card, but just like all the other Heroes cards, it shows them with their teams. The teams that they played with through their career. That's all the players I believe featured in the Heroes stuff were retired at the time. But yeah, it is not autographed. What I was saying earlier is that when I was a kid and I opened up a box of this in the 90s, autographs weren't that common. So when I first got one of those, I was all excited because it didn't say anywhere on the box that there would be facsimile autographs. It just said, find the Reggie auto. So I thought I had. And I can remember not buying 90 Leaf, which at the time was super hot, to buy this because they were the same price. It was like $50 a box. And no, it was $39.95, something like that. It was expensive enough, but yeah, I was disappointed in the end because all I got was the facsimile, and I felt a little gypped. Brian Dubois. We got another with him in the Yankees uniform. You've never opened a box of it, Alan? I don't know why I'm putting these in holders. These aren't worth the penny sleeve, really. And are they penny sleeves anymore? Someone should work out the average cost. Definitely they were penny sleeves back in the day. I just don't think that they are anymore. I just noticed something. I don't think I have this set with subscribers, so I need to do that just because I seem to get hit every live by I don't know, someone trying to mess with me, right? I'm sure you guys have seen it in the sales. It seems to happen every sale for some reason. I do believe I have the ads off. If I don't, these are quick and easy streams. So, hey, what's up, Pete? How you doing? Happy Sunday to you. I did a little promo for you. Speaking of which, everybody should check out. Bill was in a Whatnot stream yesterday of, what was the guy's name now? Not Caleb. Why am I coming? I can't believe it. Colin. I think Colin, right? Anyway, he was selling cards and stuff, and like everybody was talking. He said he was gonna possibly pop on here today, so if he does, we'll talk to him. Yep, I was saying that you're going live later and everybody should go check it out. I was talking about how in our community we got a lot of hardworking people that you know, not necessarily deserve the love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it like they have to, but all of us working so hard, people in the community should give everybody love, because we're all trying to make the hobby a better place. So make sure to support everybody. I'm a firm believer in supporting one another. Here we go, the Phillies. So far, I think every single sticker has been a different team, which is good. It's an interesting. So there's the Robbie Thompson that I was talking about. So look, I mean, I feel like he looked pretty youthful. Maybe not right there. But yeah, he was somewhat young. There's a Kevin Tapani rookie who was a good pitching prospect for the Twins back in the day. Alan, I'm sorry if I missed. You were saying something about the box. Oh, you had the 80s. Gotcha. Don't be spreading rumors. No, I'm not saying no. You're not. Yeah, you know what I mean. I think everybody's hardworking for sure. You're super hardworking. Everybody is definitely. But I feel like, you know, some people kind of get caught in a rut, not supporting like smaller people. Like I'll see people doing sales and they'll be selling cards for 3 to 4 times what I sell a card for, which is great that they're getting that, but those same people don't go to my sale. So if they did, they would save money. So I feel like it's a good thing to support others, because you may find that you're I don't want to say spending more, but you know what I mean. You might find better deals if you support everybody. I mean, the difference in prices when we were watching 2 different whatnots, Bill and I, of what people were getting was pretty crazy. Like 3 to 1 for sure. Which I get. It's singles, so you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Wow, Quisenberry had a forehead of doom as well. Here we go. I know Alan has that one, but I think Boggs has 3, or is it Mattingly has 3 different ones of these. This I do have in my book of the triple exposure, even though it's a quad exposure. Not sure why they did a quad one on that one. Dodgers there. That's our first duplicate. There's the kid, Gary Carter. And we got a Rob Ritchie. Guerrero, man, he had some pop back in the day. Like decent pop. Where he was like reliable to get 20-ish homers. I think he kind of trailed off in his later years for sure. But he was good for a while. Yeah. I am friends with everybody. I catch flack a lot of times. You know, I've known Eric and John Jabs for 6 or 7 years. So I know a lot of people they just have things to say about Jabs, and I just tell them, you know, to each their own. We all do what we want to do. I don't look bad on anybody going to one person's stream or another. I just like to get along with everybody. That's just my MO. I'm sure maybe people feel that's disingenuous, but who are they to tell me what I should be doing? I mean, to a certain extent, I'll listen to all of my friends, but you know, the whole Jabs thing has been like a thorn in my side. I used to get And Fuego used to just make fun of me all the time about it. I think after a while he kind of accepted that, you know, I just didn't care. And I explained to him, I've known them both for so long that it's not a matter of like the hearsay that Jabs may have. It's just, there's Cal. It's me hanging out with the card community and doing what I love, which is either opening or watching people open stuff, or buying cards and or selling too. So there's the Mariners, who that was a great game yesterday. What are everybody's thoughts on the Dodgers? I know that Bill has his thoughts. There we got 2 rookies in there. We got Dean Palmer, who did have some power, and another Grisham, and yet another facsimile Heroes. So we're getting so far 3 different Heroes cards. I think there was duplicates on the first 2. So as far as getting the set, I think each one of the hero sets is like 8, maybe less, but it's like a continuation. So the first set was like 1 through 8 or something like that, and then the next Heroes one was like 9 through something, which can get really confusing when you're thinking, well, where are the other ones at? Are they in series 1? No, they were in a different, you know, a different Heroes thing. So I don't even know what it ended up being, where it cut off. Where did the Heroes set cut off at? I know that they did a 100 card separate Heroes thing in like 94, 95. That was, we talked about that last sale. There was one where they had like a headshot of Frank Thomas and a whole bunch of other people's Heroes cards, which were really cool. Start vacation. Oh, have a great vacation, man. Yeah, I hear you. So I was 10 minutes late to my stream because I just caught some grief at the family reunion that I wasn't finished moving the stuff from the storage to my mom's annex. And I explained to them, you know, I was sick for like 2 weeks, so was Mason, and then he fell during that time too. Ended up messing up his rotator cuff, and he's gonna have like years of issues with that. But luckily no surgery. Anyway, that just put everything off because we were going to see, I forget what the doctor's called, the bone doctor or the, oh man. Anyway, he was just going, we were trying to rule it out. So they did a bunch of different tests, x-rays. They did some CT stuff, and I think that he doesn't have surgery, but yeah. So I had to get back on the moving project. And I'm doing it by myself, so that's why it takes longer. And obviously I can't ask my son at all. Here's another one of the triple. Well, it's actually a quad too, but so I guess I just call it multiple exposure of Bly 11. I think that this one is one that I have too. So this would have been 527. That is in the high series. And then I know that they did the triple number on a lot of them, which was kind of a cool thing. They did that on most of the ones that I saw. There's the A's one that they have, like it's like 777, I think, for Ricky. There you go. Got the Hawk. Looking lifelike and real, but like his eyebrows just don't seem right there. Could be me. Jeff Reed. About to catch a pop-up. Yeah, good luck on those chores there, buddy. We'll catch you maybe tomorrow if you're free. But you probably have the grandkid again, so I'm hoping someday that I am in the same boat as you. But yeah, my son's still young. Don't want to rush anything. Just I want to be a grandparent someday. I suppose if you want something, doesn't always happen. So I'll be happy with whatever makes him happy, though. Oh, I never noticed that it moves. You can catch the different sides of the ball. So not only is it a regular hollow, but it's a 3D hollow. Is that on all of them or just this one? It is all of them. I've never really paid attention, like looked at it really thoroughly. There we go. There's a wand gone. I feel like he should get a little bit more hobby love too. He doesn't get really any. All right, we'll put you over here next to the Griffey. Kind of running out of space there. All right, last one in the front stacks. Dave Riggetti, Arma Spaghetti. So that's what I was saying. It's a super quick rip. Like, this just goes faster than you'd think when you're doing a rip. On my own, when I, obviously we all opened things differently back in the day. I want to say it took maybe 15-20 minutes to open a box of this. Shout out to J&J Breaks, our buddy Lance Johnson. I always save his cards for him. I actually sent him a package that came back to me saying that no one lived at that address. And that's the address that was in PayPal, so I don't know what to do. Are you saying like when you get it, you can get the autograph version or game used or numbered ones? Bill, is that what you mean? When you order Tops Now stuff? At least that's how I understood how it happens. Well, he looks very out of it. Someone needs to be drug testing him. Scott Bankhead. There we go. Mike Fielder with the iconic chewing gum, the Ken Griffey chewing gum. There's another Lance. And look, now we have 3 of this same one. Really want me to have the Angels version of the Heroes card for some reason. Really going to make it hard to make that set, but hey. It is what it is. How many boxes have I opened on this, Clinton? Probably like 15. Because when I opened them originally, I opened 5 boxes trying to get an autograph. And that's, I kind of swore it off after that because I thought, this is a total scam, Nobody ever gets those. They're probably backdooring them. Yeah, I wasn't happy. And I wouldn't even be surprised. This industry has been plagued with greasing and backdoor issues since its inception. I wouldn't say it's inception, like early 50s stuff, like when it was just about the chewing gum and cards weren't really worth anything, probably not. But when it became a business for people, things changed. I've told this story before that I had a buddy who worked for Donruss, Lower Leaf back in the day. They were like a redemptions person, and they had many stories of things getting backdoored. Of other employees just doing it, and it was kind of like a culture of that where they just blind eye or look the other way. everybody was trying to get their own. That's why, wasn't there like a recent one where like one of the employees had like every hard to get rookie or something? Like he had the every superfractor or something like that. Yeah, and there's another one, if you think about the Pokemon one, where the guy that worked for Wizard of the Coast in their printing facility, he backdoored. There's a big unit. All the expensive hits from that Pokemon series. And then like an idiot tried to get rid of them to a shop that turned them in. To Terry Francona's, who is the announcer for, is it TBS? Along with why can't I think of his name? Old man brain. I was making too many points at once, and I think I got lost there. Backdoor obsession. Are you trying to be funny, Clinton? So has anybody, to ask Bill's question again, has anybody got one of the short prints from Topps now when they got the card? Did they get the numbered, game used, or autograph, or just any of the SPs that they say that you can get? So you bought 5 Trout, 400 homers. That's cool, man. Yeah, I've never seen it, Bill. Take a picture and send it my way. I'll put it on the screen so people can see it. There's the Cruck. Mother Crucker. Huey Brooks. It kind of goes in the bat selection area that I have. There's another Kevin Tapani. So I have the multi-bat and then any bat being displayed like that in a crazy grouping within my future coffee table books, where I have the triple exposures. I have a bunch of error cards. Cards that I could replace, so I shouldn't worry too much about it if someone like steals it. I doubt they would, but you know how someone may bring their kids, and kids are opportunists a lot of times. Terry Mulholland. Aquino, looking very dejected. Ruben Sierra, back when he still was good. I can remember having 87 Fleer, like buying a box of it, and it was just full at the time with rookies that were worth something. You know, even the Clarks were worth a good amount of money. But yeah, like the Sierras, even like second year stuff for Canseco was worth a lot at the time. I want to say it was like $100 for the box, and I was able to make a set and then sell the extras and pay for the entire box. So basically I got a free set out of it. What the heck is up with this card? It's number 4. It reminds me of the the autograph issue with 2021 Topps Chrome, where I got 3 of the same pitcher from the Royals, I think it was. I just have this thing about pulling 4 of the same cards, I guess. But maybe that's a good thing, and someday I will. That's the exact same pack as the previous one. Maybe someday I'll pull like some great cards, like where I get 4 Trout autos or something. I believe it can happen. What's going on, Larry? Yeah, I think they're making a lot more of them, Larry. Currently, they're printing far more than they did in the junk wax era. They did print a lot back then, for sure. But They are going to new levels right now. And that's why you see so many products everywhere. Like every store I go to, it seems like it has sports cards. There's Rock Reigns. Even with them printing so many of these, the autograph being limited to 1,500, still a hard hit. It's like one every two or 1 3/4 of a case. So it's a tough pull across the board. And that's kind of why I do these breaks. It's reliving the childhood and my chance at the hard to find early autographs and or numbered cards. There's a Dykstra. What? Trout wasn't in this. Mike Trout was born. Clinton, are you high? What in the hell, dude? Oh boy. I feel like everybody, is it a full moon? Maybe it's a full moon. Everybody's like off today. Rob Deere. Whoa, Steve Wilson almost breaking his arm off. No, my exact words, Clinton, were maybe someday, because of my luck in pulling 4 of the same cards, someday I'll pull something like 4 Trout autos. Meaning, in the future, I may pull that. Not out of this box, buddy. I mean, I think you're trying to be a little too literal. All right, buddy. We got John Orton, Joe Oliver, Jay Bell, there's the Nolan Ryan. There's a couple cool Nolan Ryans in this set. And Kevin Ritz. Don't really remember him as a rookie. I do like that Ryan though. Put that one right there. This last pack in the, I think that was the back left section. I don't think though that there's been the hollows in every single stack. So it must be like random. There's Dave Martinez. Von Hayes again. Milt Thompson. A lot of the candid hats off kind of photos in here. Interestingly. Frank Tananana. There's the Expos with the Starburst again. Greg Jeffries looking very happy. Multi-bat, so I'll have to put that in the stack. Cecil Fielder. Kind of the skinny Cecil. And then another of the Reggies. Wow, man. Why? Why so many of the same one? This is bizarre. Maybe it's setting me up for something. All right, last stack. This is the back right. What's going on, Kenneth? Someone booming their music down in the parking lot. Man, it's loud. I don't think you guys, it'll probably won't pick up bass sounds, but man, it is loud. The Cardinals. I was going through, I've saved like a ton of these stickers for whatever reason. And that's the circle ones and then the square minis. That's the ones I have the least of for some odd reason. I have far more of the, standard card size cards. Stickers. Only a few more packs of this left. This always leaves like glitter, shrapnel pieces of the pack around. Notorious for that. But I guess it's better than the wax stuff, because if the wax stuff gets warm, it actually will, create like a sticky layer, like a weird, it warms up the wax again. This one's just stuck to the back. So I wonder, maybe it is in every pack and they're just stuck to it. I'll have to go back and check. Got Gary Carter again. Have we pulled a Thomas? I don't think we pulled a Frank Thomas yet. There is a brand new rookie, though, in Julio Machado. Yep. I need to get one of those rollers. I have like a Swiffer duster thing that I can use, but it's not the best to use while I'm doing a break. I think a little mini roller would be perfect. Gubixa. Oh, that's interesting. Big Mac. I don't think, I always forget he's a redhead. And Winfield. Ron Jones. I thought that was going to be Charlie Hayes for a second, but maybe Charlie Hayes is in the low series. And there's another Larry. It's actually pretty decent corners on that too. But I think it's top heavy. Looks pretty top heavy there. Back looks good, but you never really can tell with that. It's not like it's perfectly aligned in comparison to, how it used to be in the old days. Oh my Lord. Number 5. This is insane. I think that tops what I've ever had out of like these. I think I've got 4 and I was like amazed then, but getting 5. New territory, y'all. There's another Kevin Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. I feel like their collation, though, was kind of funky when they did the high series, because they had already printed cards that they put in with the newly printed cards in the high series, and then I think cards just probably got stuck together, and that's why everything was funky. Carlos Quintana, I think that's his rookie. It is not, second year. Mel Hall. Tom Hinkie. Jeff Russell, don't remember him. Everybody's rocking a really nice mullet, though. Huh. It's kind of a cool Rick Honeycutt card. I do like it when they get different perspectives like that. Bob Fisher. Wow. Sporting the gray. See what his numbers are for career. 220, 191 for wins, 3.64 ERA. He had 3,600 innings and only 1,900 strikeouts. So not a lot of strikeouts, but with that ERA, that's pretty decent. You know, the Hall of very good. Or, you know, decent. I just didn't ever really think of that player, but maybe he's a fan favorite. And did he play much more? I'm gonna have to put that down in my do some research, because I'm always curious about stuff like that. Rob Ducey. Mickey Hatcher. Jerome Walton. Oh, Trevor Wilson. Is that AL? NL West. That's pretty cool. And he's got the hat on and everything. But he's not drenched, so must have been early in the night. Got the Athletics there. Uribe. Candy Maldonado. Another Jerry. I'm not sure why I keep getting his card too. All right, 3 packs to go. 3 chances to see if I can get the Heroes auto. It is the checklist one, or the one that shows the players on the teams they played with, which would be all the teams that Reggie Jackson was on. So there'll be ones with him in the Angels uniform, the Yankees, the A's. I don't know if I have like one of the checklists that I can show. There's very skinny Tony Gwynn. It's like he's gonna do a dance right there, wave his arms side to side. Da, 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 da. Johnny Ray. Brew Crew. Mitch Webster. Wasn't he a pitcher? No, he wasn't. Who am I thinking of? Another Kevin Ritz, too. There is a Ricky, but it's the regular Ricky. I think the other one, maybe that's a 91 that the triple exposure one is in. He is back with the Athletics right there. All right, 2 more. Jimmy Key. I love this one. Rocking the old school laptop. It's funny to me that he doesn't have it even plugged in. Battery life on these was like less than 20 minutes, like 20 to 25 minutes. And obviously, those batteries would get hot, burn your legs off. That was probably like a $5,000 laptop. Not many people were rocking PCs in the 90s. Especially like sports players. But I think that'd be a great way to have like information, stats on hitters if you're a pitcher. So maybe that's what he was using it for. Someone is just listening to some music super loud down there. This is the checklist for the Heroes. But it's kind of like an overall checklist, kind of explaining the whole process. Each year did this, along with the checklist for the actual player. So it's not anything, not anything that's really like cool that I pulled or anything, but we'll keep trying. Last pack. Another one of the laptop. What is up? The collation is just horrid. Jack Clark. There's Ken Griffey Sr. telling a story Come on now. Try and get it in focus. I don't know what the camera does, but sometimes it just like focuses on, there we go, something in the background, and then it just won't. There's Spanky Lavalier. It won't go into focus. Yep, they just stick to this, so it must be what's going on. It's probably in every single pack, just sticking to it. Paul Cunnilingus. I don't remember him. Another Machado. So I think there's only 3 different ones we got out of the rookies too, and an Incaviglia. So no prized autographs from the Heroes. Appreciate everybody checking it out. I will be live tomorrow for my normal card sale, and I will catch you all then. Take care.